Welcome to Command Center. In this use case, we're going to simulate a credit card and personal loan portfolio underwriting. And in this underwriting exercise, we're going to stress test our underwriting decisions under different macroeconomic scenarios. So here you can see the instructions. First, we're going to select a macroeconomic scenario to see how these accounts would behave using our forward-looking simulation. So let's select a mild rise in unemployment. Next, we're going to select our credit policies. So here we have personal loan and credit card. We have a marketing budget, which is how much we're spending to attract these customers. And for personal loan, we can set our origination policy here. So we have these example levers, internal application score, a credit bureau score, how much information we're going to verify. We can select those. Then we can go to credit card and maybe want to be a little more aggressive. We can select our verification level. And as we go down here, we can select the pricing and limits for this offer that we're going to make. So for personal loan, we're going to give a 22% interest rate. Let's increase the exposure. Let's lower the credit card purchase APR, and let's increase the exposure for credit cards. Now we're going to run the simulation. Oh, and we've already been given some warnings from the AI analyst. We were apparently too aggressive in this economic scenario. Because unemployment's rising and we were aggressive in terms of our bureau score cutoffs, our application score cutoffs, and the amount of exposure we were willing to grant. As you can see here, the AI analyst is throwing up some cautions that we should probably be a little more conservative in our strategy if we believe this is going to be the economic scenario. So here you can see various summary graphs, the cumulative net income for this simulated portfolio or digital twin of our portfolio over the next 2 years. We can see the credit loss of this vintage if we were to book it and we had these macroeconomic conditions. We can see the return on assets. And here we can see what happens. The quarterly income really gets driven into loss, and that's around the time when we're seeing that unemployment rate go up and impact the customer's ability to pay. So here we have more information about the two portfolios, and the AI has already suggested different strategies that we might consider using if we're going to have this type of unemployment impact on our customers. So here we've got other recommended strategies that we could use. And we can also ask the AI analyst, what settings should I use in order to reduce my credit losses? So I can query and work with this AI analyst to optimize my offer under various conditions, and I can what if. So here we have some outputs which are explaining how to reduce my credit losses if we're going to have these macroeconomic conditions. But in our credit committee, we might have a discussion or disagreement about what those macroeconomic conditions will be, since things are uncertain, in which case we can run more simulations under different economic conditions and get to an agreement. In this scenario, with this synthetic data or a digital twin of our portfolio, we have the freedom to do different what if exercises, and we can also document this with the rationale and produce it as our credit committee deck. We can also compare different strategies. We can take a strategy in scenario A, which was that mild rise in unemployment, and let's say that somebody in our credit committee argues that the economy will be stable. So we can make comparisons of different scenarios under those different conditions and make our decisions. This is either available in collaboration with the credit bureau or directly from BankersLab. Call us to find out more.